Welcome to the channel. So the latest patch had some fixes to the Illuminate Leviathan enemies. The Leviathans no longer cause ragdolling and deal less impulse damage to vehicles. Adjusted spawn rates so you encounter less per mission. Added an additional 1-second delay between shots for target locking. Leviathan cannons can now be destroyed. So naturally, everyone has been vocal about the Leviathans being completely nerfed. I'm not sure I agree. The Leviathans are still a menace, but at least the no ragdoll is the most noticeable. When I played on D10 after the patch, they still caused plenty of casualties. If you're not busy dodging the voteless, there are now plenty of videos out there showing you the best way to take out the Leviathan's cannons and render them flying around broken in the sky. I would pick the recoilless or railgun, but the AT emplacement or emancipator are both good choices to deal with harvesters and flesh mobs too. Sometimes you just have one of those games. We are well on our way to meet the required goal of killing 290 million Illuminate in order to avenge the attack on Super Earth. And while I've been driving around dystopian cityscapes that look straight out of Matrix, it's hard not to wonder what the Illuminate are really up to now. Are they using the voteless, both as weapons and as a source of energy? Just what are these spiraling columns of containers attached to the husk of the skyscrapers? And why are they connected with giant glowing cables? They must be using the voteless as human batteries, right? Despite the Helldivers' best efforts, the Illuminate have overtaken plenty of planets in the lower galaxy, and it looks to me as if they are cementing their hold on some of the sectors, and will now become a permanent enemy on the galactic map. Since the Illuminate first appeared, they have made some 200 attacks on different planets, and it's almost as if the developers have gone out of their way to troll us about where they will eventually appear. We got that dispatch months ago, saying Minduff predicted their next attack to be on New Stockholm. But that attack never took place. Instead, the Meridia arc started, and as the Meridian wormhole made its way closer and closer to Super Earth, it put the rest of the Galactic War on hold. It's time for the Galactic War to take shape with 3 permanent enemies on the galactic map. The long drawn-out attack on Super Earth was all a giant distraction to prevent us from guessing the obvious, that the Illuminate will take New Stockholm and the surrounding sectors as their permanent foothold in the galaxy. At least that is my take on it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. What do you think the Illuminate are planning next? I envisioned the Illuminate on an off-galaxy homeworld on the other side of the singularity the moment it stood clear it was a wormhole. I think we're going to be fighting the Illuminate within the galaxy now for quite some time, but I still think it would be super cool if we ever got to traverse the wormhole in a special mission and dive onto their homeworld as a special event. For now, though, it looks like the Illuminate are converting more and more megacities into corrupted zones of destruction. And to me, it seems they are after more and more citizens to turn into the voteless and flesh mobs at greater and greater speed. None of the planets in the lower part of the galaxy is safe, and despite the Helldivers' best efforts and even the use of the DSS with Eagle Storm active, we haven't been able to stop their invasions in time. I'm looking at you, New Stockholm. I think you're going to be next. I've been a bit busier than usual this last week, so I finally unlocked the whole Force of Law Warbond. I think it might require a few more medals than the previous ones too. Every time I jump into the game, I just get the sense of just how diverse the Helldivers 2 gameplay have actually become. Doing difficulty 10 with randoms on every planet type, against all factions and their sub-factions, and running all the different mission types is still an incredible gaming experience. Arrowhead really made the right choice in opening up the sub-factions for more play. I get that some people might find them frustrating, but most of the time, they are entirely optional to face off against. And as the saying goes, you gotta challenge yourself if you ever want to become a better Helldiver. With the latest Warbond, I've found myself switching up my loadouts too. But as always, it's trial and error to see which of your favorite gear you can do without. I really enjoy the arc grenade launcher, both against the Terminids and the Illuminate, but for the Illuminate, I really need to bring stratagems to handle the Harvesters, even if the ultimatum can one-shot them when their shield is down, if only your aim is right. And I don't know, maybe it's bad luck, skill issues, or maybe something else, but my favorite armor against the Illuminate, which give 50% extra grenades, feel like paper now after the latest patch. The summer break is coming up, so I'm not expecting to see any major additions to the game until August. The last couple of months have been gifts that keep on giving. The board has been set for an exciting fall in the Helldivers universe. And there are still many vehicles and enemy types from Helldivers 1 we were expecting to see in Helldivers 2 that haven't arrived yet. Personally, I'm still hyped for what is to come. As always, thanks for watching and thanks for supporting my channel. I'm fighting the algorithm here, so remember to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Over and out.